Hey, what's up guys? Chillis, welcome back to Tsukihime, a piece of blue glass moon. Last time we did the prologue, intro stuff, as well as we had a bit of a different introduction to current day Shiki. Instead of us just leaving the Arimas, it actually started with us on a train, and we had a flashback to him leaving the Arima house, but it wasn't the main focus. And we ran into CL quite a bit earlier. Also, I'm just turning the music up a little bit. I noticed it was kind of low compared to voices last time. So go from 40 to 42 should be good. Probably. I know it's a very small amount, but I feel like it should be good. And just make sure it actually saved. Yes, okay. But yeah, anyway, I was just talking to Phil time while I did that. Let's load game. And we were on homecoming, and we were about to head into the school. Soya Municipal High School. An old school celebrating 40 years since its founding. Our college admission rate isn't bad, our clubs do fine, and the rules aren't particularly strict. It's as normal a school as you can find. Did we know the name of his school in the first game? I don't remember that. I think they only ever referred to it as the school. The only complaint male students have is that their uniforms are too old-fashioned, but the school doesn't pay much attention to it. Yeah. As for the girls, their uniforms were changed 3 years ago. That's unfair! Apparently, the school was worried that keeping the older sailor uniforms would lead to a drop in enrollment. Oh, that's unfortunate. What? Something feels out of place on my usual walk to school. Things feel busier than usual. Pale-faced teachers rush to the faculty room. A black car I've never seen before is parked in the parking lot. There's a chill in the air. That's totally not ominous. Images flash through my mind. A sparsely attended funeral, the cold black of a hearse. I sigh at my own dark thoughts. Yeah. Trying to shake off the uneasy feeling growing inside me, I head for the classroom. Hang on, let me fix this. There's no one else here yet. I sit in my chair and kill time until homeroom begins. More people begin to fill the room as I get in some studying. That's good. I don't know what practice you're doing that you have to worry about surviving, but it's good that you survived, I guess. I mean, I suppose. Yeah, we took an earlier train, you know. I mean, we didn't go to that either, but that was today, yeah. The students of 2C get along well compared to the other classes. We're pretty casual with each other before taking our seats. I catch up with classmates who've just ended their club activities. We go through your typical laundry list of things from last night's ancient news to stuff that happened just minutes ago at school. We're just talking to pass the time, but this is an important ritual of ours. A warm-up exercise to start off the day. We'd only tire ourselves out if we tried to have real conversations about everything, especially in this age of information. Okay. The mood in the classroom changes suddenly. I assume it's our boy? A lively chatter dies down to a whisper.
なら道塞いでんじゃねえよザコども。朝っぱらから群がりやがって通行の邪魔だろうが。
Okay. Crude remarks you wouldn't expect to hear among this otherwise harmonious bunch cut through the tranquility. I mean, I don't even need to turn around to know who it is. Only one person could do this to a room. Yeah, it's Arihiko. Like, the rough way of talking is definitely him. What with his whole delinquent motif. But he doesn't, his actual voice doesn't sound like how I thought he would.
Cheese! Good morning, Megane-kun!
He weirdly looks normal. Like, he looks like his old self from the original. Somewhat, obviously, you know, it's not the same, but compared to, like, CL, right? He has less of a change.
今朝も新規臭い顔しやがってまったくクソみたいな野郎ですね
What the fuck, Arihiko? You're opening the convo with that 4 eyes and you're looking like a punk bitch. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, it's great. Yup, only him. A delinquent with little respect for the sanctity of our school.
おい、挨拶どうした?
Maybe if you talked to us normally, we'd respond.
人が珍しく朝から来てやってんのに、おはようの言葉もなしですか? むしろ朝からいてくれてありがとうぐらいの気持ちはないんですか?
Yeah, good to see you too.
ないよ。朝から恋顔見てげんなりしてるだけ。そもそもありがとうとかないし。お前のために学校に来てるわけじゃないし。
Yeah, I mean, don't be like that. Come on, Shiki.
何?バカ言うなよ。俺はソーノのために学校に来てるんだぞ。そんなの不公平じゃんか。
I feel like there's other reasons you should be coming, but you know what? You do you. I'm at a loss for words. Sometimes I wonder why we're even friends. Well, assuming you have the same backstory as the original, it's complicated. He has a dyed head of orange hair and piercings in his ears. Sporting a perpetual scowl that's practically begging for a fight, he seems to follow the delinquent dress code to a T. I mean, he's more proper than he was in the original. In the original, he didn't even bother wearing the jacket. He just wore the white shirt, right? So, you know, he's better than it was. Though his brand of counterculture may be a little out of style, he still looks the part of the good punk. His name, Arihiko Inui. Or Inui Arihiko.
まあいいか。朝から教室に来るのはいいことだ。おはよう、アリヒコ。ついに出席日数を気にしだしたか?
I don't think he would care.
いや、そこは別に気にしてない。
Yeah.
まだまだ余裕はありますよ。今日は家に姉貴がいるんでサボれなくなっただけ。
Oh, okay. The sister kicked you out, huh?
つうか朝まで鉄マンしてたんで、いい加減体力の限界だ。
Okay.
そうか、すまない。挨拶をやり直させてくれ。
I don't know how you can play mahjong all night, like a couple of hours maybe, but I don't know. But I've never been huge on mahjong, so I don't know. Maybe I just don't get the appeal.
おやすみ、くずひこ。机に急げ。さっさと寝ろ。
Why you calling your bro trash? The fuck?
何その冷めた反応?
To be fair, he did call us, Four Eyes.
それが中学からのライバルに対する態度ですか? もっとこう熱い対応してくれませんかね?
I don't think that's how that works.
なんで俺とお前がライバルなんだ。
Something, your attitude annoyed him, and something, he fist fought you on the side of a river, something.
無軌道に行きたいんなら街で同行の死を見つけてろよ。あんまり構わないでくれ。
Come on, Tone. Come on, Shiki. You know you like him. He does still owe me a bunch of money I lent him back in middle school, which makes him more of a moocher than a rival. True.
どうしてかな。遠野ってば俺にだけ冷たいよな。
You literally okay. Do you not remember how you opened this conversation, Arihiko?
他の奴らには成人君子みたいなやつなのに不公平じゃね
？It's not, and it's meant to be.
なんだ、分
Or
かっ
it's
てる
meant
じ
to
ゃな
not
い
be.
か。世の中公平なことってあんまりないだろ。
True.
そりゃそうだけどよ。
Mm-hmm.
やっぱお前俺には特に冷たくね。
I mean, I feel like he has good reason. Arihiko lets out an exaggerated sigh. I don't mean to treat him any certain way. Everything just naturally ended up this way after years of, I guess, unfiltered treatment. We may have completely different interests and tastes, but we seem to operate on a similar wavelength.
まあ家から逃げてきたはいいとして、普段から夜型のお前が朝から出席するなんてどんな風の吹き回しだ。ちょっといやかなり普通じゃないぞ。
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't like pass out in an alleyway.
まあな、俺だってそう思う。たまたま目が覚めたからって来るもんじゃねえよな、学校ってやつは。ぶっちゃけもう帰りてえ。ああ、やっぱ学生には勉強する意志とか必要なんですかね。
What do you mean ain't willing to work? What do you want from him? He's not wrong, but when he says it like that, it almost sounds like he wants an award just for making the trip to school. Maybe he does. I wouldn't be terribly surprised.
そのあたりの議論は今度暇な時に鏡に向けてやってくれ。俺が聞きたいのはなんで街に行かないかってこと。カラオケでも漫画喫茶でも時間潰すならそっちのがいいんじゃない？
Making a real good point.
そりゃあれだよ。最近は何かと物騒だからですよ。
Yeah.
腹ごとこなすのもただじゃねえし、あっちには体力ある時しか顔出したくねえわけ。
I guess that makes sense. I can understand that.
物騒？
Yeah, there's a whole, like, vampire thing. Yeah.
おう、どうのだって知ってんだろ。
I should say serial killer, because obviously regular people wouldn't assume it's, yeah.
派手に出回ってる通り魔事件の話だよ。駅前のセンター街、夜になると警官も巡回しているしな。
そっか、そんな話もあったっけ？
Yeah, I assume it's been on the news for the last, like, week. Right? Because wasn't it up to, like, 7 victims by the start of the game? At least in the original? The goings-on in Soya hadn't bothered me, well, hearing Arihiko talk about it reminds me. The goings-on in Soya hadn't bothered me while I was living several stations away with the Arima family. Yeah. It was all over the news. I seem to remember...
なんだっけ？すごく低俗な売り文句だったけど。
Yeah, it was like the vampire killer.
深夜の通り魔事件だっけ？
Is that what they were calling it? I don't remember that.
連続猟奇殺人事件な。被害者は大抵若い女で、2日前に発見された仏さんで8人目。かつ全員の喉元にバツの字の傷跡があるとかないとか。
Them having an X carved into their throat is new, right? I don't remember that detail from the original. Weird. My mind can't even picture something like that.
違うよ、乾くん。殺されちゃった人はみんな 体内の血液が著しく失われているだよ。
Okay, so that was just him misremembering something, I guess. Maybe. Oh, is that our girl, Satsuki? Yumizuka pokes her head out and corrects us, likely drawn by how loud we are.
ああ、そうだったそうだった。現代の吸血鬼かっていう見出しだったもんな、あれ。
I like her redesign. It's cute.
サンキュー、ユミズカ。おはようさん。
乾くんもおはよう。
Oh man, I can't wait for the part 2 to the remake, because they're adding a Yumizuka route.
ついでに言うと外傷には個人差があって、傷が全くない場合と損傷の激しいタイプに分かれてるだったかな。
I assume it depends on how much they fought.
詳しいんだね、弓塚さん。
Yeah.
そんなことないよ。
Yeah, Satsuki, what's up?
この街で起きている事件なんだもん。ニュースを見てれば嫌でも覚えちゃうことだと思う。
Right, of course.
とま、そういうことだよ、遠野。いくら俺でもな、夜中に殺人犯が出歩いているうちは夜遊びなんざしねっての。最近は真面目に家の中で夜更かししてるわけ。
I mean, you know, at least you're somewhat smart.
なんだ、
I'll give that to you.
そんな理由だったのか。
Yeah, he's you know, it's understandable. I wouldn't want to go walking around with as a serial killer either.
まともすぎて逆に意外だ。殺人犯に怯えて家にこもるなんてお前らしくもない。
Do you want him to get killed? It sounds like you want him to get killed.
らしくないじゃねえよ。普通は殺人犯に怯えるだろう。
Yeah, give him some credit, Shiki. Sheesh.
こっちはやる気がねえのに、あっちだけやる気満々とか、不意打ちにも程がある。絶対にごめんだね。俺はまだ人生棒に振りたくねえ。
Yeah, no, I don't think Shiki can begrudge you that. Like, come on.
そっか、そうだよな。狙われたらとことんまで付き合うしかないってことだもんな。
Of course, it's, you know, if that's assuming they even went after you, because again, so far it's all been women. So.
お前ね、そこは逃げるって選択肢はねえの？
I mean, if you're like cornered in an alleyway, not really.
なんでとことんまで付き合うんだよ。
Okay.
だって逃げられないんじゃないのか、そういう場合って。
I mean, I guess it depends on if you feel like you can outrun them. But if someone, well, all right, okay. Putting aside the fact that it's, you know, a vampire sort of, you know, doing this, right? In an actual serial killer scenario, if it's someone who's specifically going after women, chances are, if they for some reason went after a dude, but probably not all that tough. But I guess you can't really say that, right? Because maybe they're going after women not because they're easier targets, but because of some fucked up psychological reason. I don't know. So I guess it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
遠野に振った俺がアホだった。
Yeah.
実際の話、俺も殺人犯は気にしてねえ。ああいうのはほら、天才だろ。出会っちまう方に運がない。
Yeah, I
俺
guess.
が街に出ないの
Sure.
はもっと現実的な理由でさ。最近、北口駅前で新手のバカどもが湧いてんだよ。正直顔も見たくねえ。
The north exit. Located on the opposite side of the station from the business district is downtown Soya, a bustling hub that never sleeps. Arihiko lives on the north side of the station himself. These fools must be pretty bad if he's going to such lengths to avoid them. That's new.
遠野も聞いたことねえか？度胸試しのようなもの。秘密の入り口から地下道に入って 奥までつければ大金が手に入るってやつ。
Okay.
それなら私も聞いたことあるけど、それってただの階段じゃなかった？
ああ、結構昔からある都市伝説だったらしい。それを儲け話っぽく仕立てて利用してるバカどもがいるんだよ。どっから流れてきた新参者か知んねえが、おかげで北口の空気の悪さはシャレにならねえ。ちょっとしたことで殴り合いが始まるからな。
But if they're just looking for an entrance to an underground tunnel or whatever, as long as you just don't interact with them, it shouldn't. But I guess maybe they think you're doing the same thing and they'll, I don't know.
俺、基本的に痛いの嫌だし、あんだけ派手にやってればポリも動くだろうし、連中が捕まるのでしばらく自重して家にこもってんのよ。
I feel like this is gonna come into play later. This is something that was not part of the original game. An urban legend on the north side of the station. I guess I hadn't heard of it since I didn't live nearby. Though I suppose it'll be my problem too, starting today. Yeah.
なんだよ、反応薄いな。
I didn't say that.
さてはあれか？朝から貧血でぶっ倒れたのか？
No, we're fine.
いや、今朝はまだ大丈夫。心配してくれるのはありがたいんだけどね。そう四六時中貧血を起こしてたら体が持たないよ。
Yep, yeah. I mean, the chances of you being dead would certainly be higher.
ああ、そりゃもっともだ。遠野が大丈夫だって言うんなら、まあ大丈夫なんだろうよ。
ほら、授業が始まるぞ。早く席に戻って寝ろ。
はいよ。と、そうそう。今日の昼飯な、食堂でするからな。驚きの特別ゲストをお呼びしているので、楽しみにしてやがれ。
And we all already know who it is. It's Senpai, CL Senpai. Unless they really throw a curveball and it's not CL, but I would assume it is. Arihiko laughs suspiciously as he saunters back to his seat.
それじゃあね、遠野くん。
Yeah.
あ、うん。弓塚さんも付き合わせて悪かったね。
Oh, I'm sure she doesn't mind. I'm sure. She walks back to her desk, her footsteps light as a feather. I don't know why we had to throw in the light as a feather bit, but okay. 5 minutes after the bell for homeroom, and our teacher still hasn't appeared. Just as homeroom is about to end, the teacher next door drops by to tell us that Miss Toyama won't be coming today.
やったー！今日の数学自習じゃん。
Miss? I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together here and say she's a young-ish teacher, maybe mid to late 20s. Young enough to be in a certain murderer's age range. Someone sounds like they just won the lottery. Miss Toyama is our math teacher. With her absent, we'll have free study instead. Once you finish the worksheet you're given, you're free to spend the rest of the time however you want. Some use the time to study, but others just kill time. I started my worksheet. I actually have no problem with studying. I quit going to after-school lessons as a child, but that was after I was told getting into a good school would be impossible for someone with my condition. That's kind of discriminatory. Whether you choose to go to college or straight into the workforce, knowledge is never a bad thing to have. I raise my head after solving a few problems and look over to the students near the hallway. I can only hear bits and pieces of their conversations, sitting as far away from them as I am.
やっぱり信じられない。
Let me guess, I guessed right.
朝練の時、先生たちが血相を変えて職員室に。
まだ噂だから。
でもそんな簡単に。
ひどいよ。 なんでそんなことに。
Cruelty. Something certainly feels wrong. I think, knitting my eyebrows.
昨日の事件。
校長室に刑事っぽい二人組が。
Yeah. I brace myself for what's coming. As familiar as I am with this feeling, I find myself not wanting to accept it. I hold my breath in anticipation for the words to come.
だからさ、富山。昨日死んだらしいよ。
Yeah. I close my eyes, trying to hold back a headache. Are the glasses already starting to not work? Like, why did the lines appear for a second there? I thought that didn't happen until later, after we'd used it a few times. Okay. The morning passes without the rumor about Miss Toyama spreading much further. The classroom is a mess now that it's lunch. Some go to the cafeteria, others to the courtyard. Well, still, others stay in the room and open their lunches at their desks. What should I do for lunch? I want to... actually, no. If we go into the hallway, we run into CL anyway, right? Assuming this is like the original. I'm pretty sure if we go in the hallway, we run into CL. So... Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's if we stay in the classroom? CL... I don't remember. Either way, I don't want to potentially miss out on talking with her, so I'll meet up with Arihiko in the cafeteria. Arihiko disappeared after 4th period. He must be saving seats in the cafeteria. I never promised Arihiko I'd go to the cafeteria with him, but there's no real reason to ditch him either. I might as well spend lunch there today. The cafeteria looks almost full. It's so weird having having these CGs with people in them, because in the original it was just the backgrounds and then like the main characters who were talking. The line is so long, it would probably take 10 minutes just to get your order taken. I gaze at the students waiting with their order receipts in hand as I make my way to the table.
それでアリヒコ、特別ゲストって誰？
Oh, you'll see.
それがまだおいでになされん。食堂で待ち合わせだったんだが、ちょっと待っててくれ。様子を見てくる。
Arihiko hurries out of the cafeteria, leaving his curry udon behind. I've ordered chikara udon for myself. I hope he gets back before my noodles get soggy.
ダメだ。先輩どっか行っちまったらしい。
But you were... I assume there was a longer gap of time than... Okay.
ゲストって3年生だったのか？
おう、面白い先輩だな。ここ数日アタックしてようやくランチご一緒ツアーまで取り付けたんだよ。
What, because you told her we were gonna be there?
今日は他に約束ができたとかで学校中を走り回ってるらしい。
忙しい人みたいだね。どうも。
Yeah, you could say that, yeah.
忙しいっていうか、全自動マッサージ機みたいな人だ。
Yeah. Arihiko breaks apart his disposable chopsticks, looking dejected.
ま、今回は仕方ねえわな。じゃ、いただきますと。
Yeah, not much to be done.
はい、いただきます。
We both dig into our udon. A lot of irons in the fire. What a strange way to describe someone. Suffice to say that my curiosity has been piqued. But I'll ask him more about that later.
で、 本当のところどうなんだよ。
だって何が？
今日お前が朝から教室にいた理由。
Yeah, right? Because, yeah, okay, yeah, he couldn't stay in his house because his sister, was there. But, he didn't really have to come to the classroom, right? He could have done delinquent things.
いちこさんが家にいるって嘘だろ。あの人今昼間の仕事についてるじゃんか。
Did the original game have a mistranslation? Because I thought her name was Ichigo, not Ichiko. Obviously, this isn't a mistranslation because the voice line said Ichiko. So, did they change her name, or was there a mistranslation in the original? Huh. Interesting. Or I'm misremembering the original, but I swear it was Ichigo. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I ask Arihiko as I slurp my Chikara udon. Ichiko is Arihiko's older sister, who works full-time. She's a bit of a mystery, but she's always taking good care of us.
ああ、そっか。バレるか。まあ、なんだ。殿、今日から実家に戻るのか？
Oh yeah, you were worried about us. I remember now. Yeah.
そうだけど、その話したっけ？
してねえよ。俺は姉貴から聞いただけ。
How did she know? But okay.
それでだな。殿がブルー入ってないか、ちょっと確認したくなってな。
I think we're
そう
good.
か。それで成果は？
Fine, it would seem.
早起きするほど面白い見せ物じゃなかったぜ。がっかりですよ、がっかり。
Yeah, sorry about that.
ご期待に添えず申し訳ない。ほんと、有彦は暇人だな。
Yeah, you really gotta get a hobby, man. A hobby outside of us and hanging out at arcades.
暇人だからゴシップ好きなんですよ。殿はさ、小学生の自分からよそに預けられてたんだろ。
Yeah.
どんな理由かは知らないが、それから7年も経つんだ。なんで今になって感動してた息子を呼び戻すんだよ。お前さんの父親は。
I mean, it wasn't our old man's call. He's dead.
感動されていたわけじゃない。なんとなく屋敷から出るように言われただけだ。
Right, yeah.
遠野君君ね、なんとなくで子供を家から追い出す過程があったら、それは悲劇じゃなくて笑い話ですよ。
I wouldn't go so far as to say it's funny, but...
ただし、ほら一歩手前、寒すぎて笑えねえけどな。
Arihiko laughs in an exaggerated manner. The way Arihiko never takes anything seriously is one of his best qualities. Yeah, I guess. I don't know if I would... Okay. The truth is, my father and I had been on bad terms long before the car accident and hospitalization. The Tono family is a distinguished household dating back centuries, with customs very different to those of a regular family. Hang on, you gotta drink water. My childhood memories are of an enormous old house and the oppressive, antiquated practices of the family within. The Tono family is wealthy, with shares in a wide variety of companies. My father, Makihisa Tono, wasn't much of a businessman, but the assets he inherited from my grandfather were more than enough to help his businesses make a fortune. A mansion from another era. A high-class lifestyle that valued history and decorum. Any child would have found life in that mansion unbearably dull. Yeah. So when I was told to go live with the Arimas, I had no qualms about leaving my real family behind. What about your sister, though? I think it was the best outcome I could have asked for. I got along well with the Arimas. Keiko and Fumiomi treated me no differently than if I had been their child by birth. I'd always wanted to be part of a normal family, and living with the Arimas gave me that opportunity. I don't have any regrets there. Yeah, with one exception, my sister Akiha. She was a year younger than me, and I left her behind at the Tono Manor. I wonder if Akiha resents me. I mean, why wouldn't she? I left her in that giant lonesome house with no one for company but that pig-headed old man. And the maids! It's not hard to imagine what Akiha thinks of me. Of the brother who ran away from it all. Yeah.
そうだな。確かに。なんとなくで家から追い出されたら、そりゃ笑うしかない。
I mean, it worked out for you mostly, so it's good. I hope Akiha's not as annoying in the remake, but I'm not holding out too much hope.
だろ？おまけに二度と敷居はまたぐなっていう決め台詞付きだ。世間様ではそういうのを感動って言うんだ。
Yeah, I think Arihiko's got a point.
今まで聞かなかったけどな。お前、なんで感動されたんだ？
Well, I mean, it's complicated. Yeah. I don't have a good answer for it myself. I think in the end, it may have just been a lot of unfortunate coincidences. I was unlucky.
ま、話したくないならいい。
Arihiko picks up his bowl with both hands and drinks down the broth. Okay. I thought if I should have saved at the choice. Fuck. I didn't think about it. I gotta remember to do that. Well, and I can quick save apparently. How do I open the... Lunch always feels so short. I follow Arihiko's... Oh, right. Square. Why they put the pause button on square, I have no idea. But... whatever. Quickly down the rest of my food. But yeah, I wanted the CL interaction. But I guess I have to wait in the classroom or just go to the hallway. I don't know. It's been so long I just didn't remember. Unless they I could have sworn if we go to the cafeteria right away, we run into CL. I'm honestly I'm tempted to go back to our save at the start and then skip to the choice and hang out in the classroom and see if CL shows up. Because I wanted to talk to CL, but I'll deal with it. We'll just continue. School comes to an end for the day. I look out over the schoolyard from my seat, unable to will myself back to the mansion. The classroom, dyed a red-orange by the sunset, looks like a watercolor painting. It makes my eyes throb a little. There's something about vermilion that's unsettling. As the hue pierces my eyes, I'm hit with a wave of nausea. I guess I have trouble with anything that reminds me of blood. The reality is, I've grown weak to it. 7 years ago, I was on the verge of death. I was caught in a terrible accident, a building collapse. What? My wounds were so severe that most people thought I didn't have a chance. Luckily for me, all of my injuries were focused in one place, and my doctors were able to get to me fast. It almost feels like it happened to someone else. Thinking back like or it almost feels like it happened to someone else thinking back like this. There's a lot I still don't know about it. Something struck my chest with such force that it impaled me. I passed out immediately. Like a machine that had its plug pulled. All I remember after that is the pain and the cold. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. The scar still remains on my chest. Why are we talking about a building collapse now? I thought it was a car crash. Like, from what they told me, I not only hit my back hard, but a piece of glass pierced my chest as well. Is it like layered? Okay, so we got the chest injury from the building collapse. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. What is happening here? Because we went from car crash to building collapse. Like what? That's how I got the burn-like scars on my chest and back. Unless we're Arihiko currently. Because a building collapse would be consistent with Arihiko's backstory. And I was finally able to look at the wounds. I almost passed out from the sight of them. Ever since then, I've been no, this has to be Shiki. Then what is... okay. I've been prone to bouts of anemia. I've caused a lot of trouble for the people around me, collapsing suddenly all the time. I assume that's why Maki Hisatono, my father, decided that I wasn't healthy enough to be his heir. Yeah, I guess. I hold down the urge to vomit. I breathe deeply, waiting for the needling in my eyes to subside. A mark of death, hidden under my school uniform. I've been able to see the lines ever since the accident. It's only thanks to the glasses Master gave me that I've kept some semblance of a normal life. Without them, I'm sure I would have gone mad a long time ago. Keiko was worried that the Totonos weren't normal when we said goodbye this morning. Well, she's not wrong. But there was no need. The reason being, I'm hardly normal myself. Yeah. I pushed my glasses back up the bridge of my nose and grabbed my bag. I can't stay in the classroom forever. I'm definitely gonna wander around the school, but first, let me save. Wander around school. Honestly, I'm still not quite ready to go back. I don't really have anything to do, but maybe wandering around the school will help ease my nerves. Maybe. Come to think of it, I made plans with someone this morning. Yeah. Yeah, we said we'd go by the tea ceremony room.
電車の中で茶道部に顔を出すって話をしたんだっけ?
It must be fate that I remembered that at this exact moment. Yeah. I have still got time before the school locks up. I might as well check out the tea ceremony room. The tea ceremony club's room is hidden at the end of the student club's annex. It took me about 10 minutes to find this place. Far longer than I expected. It didn't help that nobody knew anything about a tea ceremony club. I ended up going to the faculty room myself and looking it up on the floor plan, and now I'm here.
すみません。先輩、いますか?
I knock on the sliding door as I call out. A moment later.
おや、誰かと思えば遠野くん。
I mean, you did invite us? A face I know all too well emerges.
もしかして遊びに来てくれたんですか？いえ、これは遊びに来てくれたと見ました。
I mean, we did promise. Well, yeah, we promised.
ささ、そういうことなら中にどうぞ。ちょうど遠野くんと話したかったところです。
You know, okay.
はあ。それじゃあ遠慮なくお邪魔します。
I'm a little taken aback by CL's eagerness, but I did come here just to see her. I step into the tea ceremony room. Okay. I'll have to look at a picture from the original game, but they recreated it like perfectly. I got massive deja vu when it zoomed out on everything. Again, I'd have to check, but I feel like this is like a near perfect recreation. It's actually a full-on Japanese style room.
驚いた。うちの学校にこんな教室があったなんて知らなかった。完全に趣味の部屋じゃないか。
私もそう思います。形式上は部活動のためということになってましたが、校長先生の趣味でしょうね。
Yeah, probably.
もっとも、私が入るまでは使われていなかったようですが。
That's good. That's convenient. You got a little hideout at the school that no one happens to use. She walks onto the mats ahead of me. With a clatter of porcelain, she begins preparing the tea.
先輩が来るまで使われていなかった。
Apparently.
そうなんです。もったいないことに、茶道部は部員数ゼロの架空部活に甘んじていたのです。
Now, actually though? Or did you use... You know what? I'm going to bet she just used magic to get people to think they weren't a part of a club and get them out. That's my headcanon. Is that there actually is a club, but...
お菓子は心の安定剤。和菓子の良さを伝える道が廃れているなんて、街から笑顔が消えるようなもの。いえ、雨の日に捨てられた子犬を見捨てるようなもの。
Yes, of course, I agree. Totally.
ですので、先生方にお願いして、茶道部を再開させていただいたんです。部員はまだ私一人なので、5人揃うまでの仮運転ではありますけど。
そうなんだ。先輩、好きなんだ、お菓子。
It would seem that way, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's more to the tea ceremony than that, but that's not my business.
はい。本命は洋菓子ですが、丁寧に作られたお菓子に寄せはありませんから。
Makes sense.
ともあれ、茶道部の主将として地道に勧誘活動を続けているんです。そのおかげで放課後とか休み時間とかこんな風に自由に部室を使わせてもらっているんですよ。
Yes, totally just not an excuse to just eat sweets, right?
遠野くんも何かありましたらぜひ。私、放課後は大抵ここにいますから。
It's good to know.
そうなんですか。
It's as if she's using the club room as her own private space, like a secret hideout. That's exactly what it is, but yeah. Hi. How you doing? Well, I don't know why you're getting so close. Though I'm flattered by CL's invitation, I wonder how this will help with the revival of the tea ceremony club. It doesn't.
けど、遠野くんも物好きなんですね。確かにお誘いはしましたけど、 あれだけでここまで足を運んでくれるなんて。足や顔に似合わず肉食系ですか？
I don't know what you mean. I mean, we totally weren't checking out your legs earlier, but her teasing causes the back of my neck to grow hot. I wasn't trying to hit on her. I just figured I'd stop by. But as I form my reply, I realize I'm making excuses. Yeah?
いや、本当に特に理由はなかったんですけど。
Right, yeah, totally. But she does have a good point. I'm not usually the sort of person to take someone up on this kind of invitation. Come to think of it, why did I come here?
これは失礼。強くかけすぎちゃいましたか。
She murmurs to herself and claps her hands. Did she? I squint against the red afternoon sun. Did she use magic on us again? CL, you can't just do that. I squint against the red afternoon sun pouring through the windows. While I was busy admiring the room's decor, CL took some floor cushions out of the closet and laid them out on the tatami mats. Oh. It looks like we're going to have an actual tea ceremony. I mean, eh.
あのさ先輩、俺こういう作法苦手なんですけど。
Don't worry about it. I don't think she does either.
そこは問題なく。私だって流したて前ぐらいしか知りませんよ。遠野くんはどうぞ自由に楽にしてください。
On the table are a teapot and teacups, as well as some snacks to go with the tea. The snacks are nothing fancy. Pre-packaged mini cakes and rice crackers that can be found at any convenience store. I guess this really is just a place to drink tea and chat. Yeah, pretty
気軽
much.
におしゃべりするだけなんですから、堅苦しいのはなしにしましょう。そういうのは楽しくありませんからね。
Sounds good to me.
正座とかしないで足を崩しちゃってもいいですよ。
She smiles softly as she pours 2 cups of tea.
はあ、真面目なんだかおおらかなんだかよくわからない人ですね、先輩は。
Yeah, she's an odd one. I take the cup of tea and bring it to my mouth. I had no part in it, but the Arimas ran a tea ceremony school. Growing up in their household, I've become quite accustomed to spending time drinking tea in a room like this. I drink slowly, savoring my time here as much as the tea. And then I notice it. CL is staring at me with an uneasy look on her face.
どうしたんですか、先輩。浮かない顔してますけど。
Oh, she's just making sure you don't turn into Roa. No big deal.
ああ、その。なんだか遠野くんの方が落ち着いてるなってちょっと驚いてました。
Right.
いや、うちはもともと厳しい家だったからこういうのに慣れているだけです。
Yeah, it's a sort of an understatement, I suppose.
それより先輩、話がしたかったって何ですか？
はい、朝のお礼をまだしていなかったので、電車で迷惑をかけてしまったでしょ。だからそのお詫びとしてこうしてお世話をしてあげたいなって思ってたんです。
What do you mean by that? What do you mean good? What, huh? CL smiles, not seeming to realize what she said. Okay, me and Shiki are on the same wavelength here. Like, that's a weird way to put it, CL.
お世話ってなんか日本語の使い方間違ってるよ先輩。
Yeah.
あれ？そうですか？礼を尽くしておもてなしをすることをお世話をする
I mean,
というんじゃないんですか？
CL, it's... Okay. You know... I'm gonna chalk this up to... You know, her Japanese not being, in universe, her Japanese not being fluent. Because, spoiler alert, by the way, because I have played the original, so I'll be referencing some stuff from the original. She is French, so it would make sense that maybe her Japanese is... She doesn't understand, like, the, nuance to some of the things she says, I guess. So...
言わない。間違いではないと思うけど、ちょっと正しくないというか。
Yeah.
そうでしたか。ごめんなさい。にわか知識でおかしなことを言ってしまって。やっぱり心の伴わない作法はいけませんね。
Yeah, I guess. Yes, he didn't. Her shoulders slumped dejectedly. Now I feel bad for making her feel bad.
心伴っていましたよ。
Mm-hmm.
正直に言うと嬉しかったです。
Good save, buddy.
作法はまず心からとも言うし、もてなす側の気持ちが本物なら、些細な間違いなんて笑い飛ばせる話だと思います。
Yeah, no harm, no foul, you know. I can't help but try to cheer her up. CL looks me right in the eyes. Why you get all serious all of a sudden, CL, huh? Everything alright? Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. She's so focused on me that I feel like I'm some kind of rare specimen at the zoo. Huh? Why the eyes? Okay. Ahem.
先輩?
Maybe I'm just not used to it, but being stared at like this is incredibly awkward. Yeah.
遠野くん、やっぱり似合いすぎてます。
What do you mean? what? Huh?
私より年下なのに落ち着いていて生意気です。
I mean, sure. CL glares at me. For the second time, I find myself confused about why she acts the way she does.
すみません。なんだか偉そうな言い分でしたね、今の。
I wouldn't really say that, but...
はい。あんまりに生意気なんで、不覚にも感動しちゃいました。年下の男の子にしてやられるのって、なんだか気恥ずかしいですね。
Mm-hmm. And despite her words, CL smiles bashfully. This means she's not angry, right?
私、がぜん遠野くんのことが知りたくなっちゃいました。
I'm sure we'll oblige that, sure.
何でもいいですから、話してくれると嬉しいです。
Well, we're from a wealthy family. We were disowned for the last 7 years.
いいですけど。俺の話なんかしてもつまらないですよ、先輩。
I wouldn't say that. She replies with a smile, letting me know that she doesn't mind. I guess I have no choice. I don't know if this will satisfy her curiosity, but maybe I can talk about things that have happened at school. That's not what she's after, but... Sure. What was that? Oh, was that just us leaving? Okay. I ended up talking for about an hour. It was fun, and CL was attentive the whole time. Still, it's not something I'm used to. I suddenly feel very tired. Her favorite part seemed to be my story about the class trip in middle school. Apparently she didn't get one, as she caught the flu the day before and had to miss it. Yes, totally. It's a real
中学2
story.
年生ということは14歳の頃の遠野くんですか。
Yeah, just about.
その頃の遠野くんも見てみたかったです。
Kinda weird. Those words paired with that smile would make just about anyone turn red. I could keep talking to CL forever, but the sun's beginning to set. As much as I want to stay, I eventually have to excuse myself and leave the tea ceremony room. I forget, we don't get locked out of... No, we don't go home with Yumizuka until day 2. Right? I didn't miss out on going with her by going to CL. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good.